Have you ever wondered why North and South Korea are still technically at war? It's a common misconception that the Korean War ended. In reality, it was just paused. Let's dive into one of the most unique situations in modern history. The conflict, which raged from 1950 to 1953, was brutal. Millions of lives were lost, and the entire Korean Peninsula was devastated. The fighting involved major world powers, with the United States leading the forces to support the South, and China and the Soviet Union backing the North. As the war reached a bloody stalemate around the 38th parallel, both sides realized that a clear military victory was unlikely without a massive, and potentially nuclear, escalation. So, instead of a peace treaty, they signed an armistice. Think of it like a ceasefire agreement, but on a massive scale. On July 27, 1953, military leaders from the UNCOMMAND, the North Korean People's Army, and the Chinese People's Volunteer Army signed the Korean Armistice Agreement. Its primary goal was simple: to ensure a complete cessation of hostilities and of all acts of armed force in Korea until a final peaceful settlement is achieved. But here's the crucial part: that final peaceful settlement never happened. The armistice created the Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ, a heavily fortified buffer zone that separates the two Koreas to this day. It was meant to be a temporary measure while politicians worked out a permanent peace treaty. However, the political negotiations that followed quickly fell apart. The Cold War was in full swing, and the ideological divide between the Communist North and the capitalist South, backed by their respective global allies, was just too wide to bridge. Neither side could agree on the terms for a unified Korea or a formal end to the war. So, for over 70 years, the two Koreas have existed in a state of suspended conflict. The armistice holds, but the threat of renewed fighting has never completely disappeared. Several incidents and skirmishes have occurred along the DMZ over the decades, reminding the world of how fragile this peace truly is. Technically, the Korean War isn't over. It's just on an incredibly long pause. The armistice has successfully prevented a major conflict for decades, but the ultimate goal of a formal peace treaty remains elusive. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the end of a war isn't really the end at all. What do you think it would take to finally sign a peace treaty? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.